Hello guys. This is Syntax Library. This is a video about how to install Windows 11 on a virtual machine. So, first of all we have to go to this site. Link in description. And we have to download the Windows 11 ISO. We have to click on this icon and then select the first one and then download Windows 11 ISO. Now I don't download this because I already downloaded that. Then we have to get a virtual machine software. There are a lot of virtual machine softwares like VMware and VirtualBox etc. I recommend you to download the virtual machine from virtualbox.org because it is the open source software. To download VirtualBox, click on that button. Then choose the platform package. There are Windows hosts, OS X hosts, Linux distributions and Solar hosts. From these options I choose Windows because my host OS is Windows. Then you can download the VirtualBox 6.1. In here I don't download the VirtualBox software because I already downloaded and installed that software. So next we have to install the VirtualBox software, and after that we have to open that and it is look like this. Then we have to create a new virtual machine, so click on new button here and we have to give a name to our virtual machine. So I type Windows 11 as the name and I choose Windows 10 64-bit as the version. Then click on next and select 2 GB for RAM and click on next. Then we have to create a virtual hard disk. So choose that option and then click on create. Then for the hard disk type select VDI VirtualBox disk image and then click on next. Then choose dynamically allocated option. This option use space in your hard disk as it fills up. Then click on next and in this window we have to choose the hard disk size and I choose 50 GB. In this window there's an option to change the file location. That means the virtual hard location and your host PC, and we can change that to a specific location by our own. For now I'm going with the default settings. Then click on create and that finishes our virtual machine creation. So, now we have to change some settings, so I click on the settings button and heads onto system and choose the processor and change to 2 CPUs. Then go to the storage option and select this empty one and click on that disk icon. Then click on choose a disk file and you have to choose the downloaded Windows 11 ISO. Then there are no changes in audio settings, and in network settings we have to enable the network adapter for the internet access. There are several network configurations and by default the network adapter is NAT. There are several adapters like bridge adapter, host only and few more. But for this installation NAT is enough. So, then we have click on OK and then we can start our virtual machine. The setup is starting like this and it is almost same as Windows 10 but the logo is slightly different. Then we can choose the language, time and currency format and keyboard input method. So, I use the default settings and you can change these settings by your wish. In this window we have to select the operating system and there are Windows 11 Home, Windows 11 Education, Windows 11 Pro and many more. I choose Windows 11 Pro and click on Next. In this window they show us the applicable notices and license terms of Windows 11 and we have to check that checkbox and have to accept those terms. Then the setup asks the installation type and I choose Custom. There's the 50 GB unallocated space that we created earlier. We have to create a new one, so I click on new and click OK for this prompt which asks to create additional partition for system files. Then we can select this disk and next setup starts to install Windows 11. Setup is copying Windows files and it takes some time to copy the Windows files. And after that setup is continuing, we have to wait till setup complete the installation. And then Windows needs to restart, so we can click on the Restart Now button. Then the Windows is restarting, and do not press any button in this point. Wait till the Windows loads everything. It takes some time to load, so wait patiently. And then you can see the Windows 11 starting, and it heads to the beautiful UI which asks our country and region. You can choose your own country and then click on yes, and then the keyboard method is arriving. You can choose any one you like, and I choose US. Then this Windows asks for a second keyboard layout. If you want, you can give a layout, or you can skip that part. Then setup is checking for updates. So you can see this installation is better than Windows 10, and it is very attractive. We can set up for personal use or set up for work or school. I choose set up for personal use. In this window we can add our Microsoft account and continue, but I go ahead with the offline account option. So, for that I choose sign in options, offline account, and then choose limited experience. We can choose next, but if we choose that, the setups asks us again for the Microsoft account. So I click on limited experience button, and then in this window we can enter our name. I enter my one as syntax library, and then we have to set a password. And then, as in previous Windows versions, the setup asks us 3 security questions, and I choose like this. Next, choose privacy settings, and then setup takes some time to set up the Windows. Then here comes the all-new Windows 11. Now we can experience the new Windows 11. This Windows 11 from Microsoft has very nice UI. You can see there's a lot of changes, and one of the most beautiful change is the taskbar. Start button, search and other buttons come to bottom middle of the screen, and it remembers it's the Mac OS. We can change the resolution like this. Then the search is like this. This is the virtual desktop option, and for accessing widgets we have to sign into Microsoft account. Here's the This PC window. In the Maximize window button there's the multitasking feature is available on that, and it is very useful feature. In Start menu there are several Microsoft apps, and also there are few third-party apps like Spotify, Netflix, Photoshop Elements, Messenger, Twitter and PixArt. We can go to the All apps by clicking here. Shut down and restart buttons are here, and this is the account that I created. Here's the edition is Windows 11 Pro, the dev version. OS build is 21996.1. So, thanks for watching the video. For more contents like this, subscribe Syntax Library and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Have a nice day.